my dear children. This is Somasundari, Social Department. Dear children, today we are discussing about contemporary context, change and continuity in India's foreign policy. Before starting the class, I will ask few questions from previous topic. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Question number 1. When was SAARC founded? When was SAARC founded? Do you know the answer? Yes. Answer is December 7, 1985. Answer is December 7, 1985. Question number 2. What is the official language of SAARC? What is the official language of SAARC? The official language of SAARC is English. The official language of SAARC is English. Question number 3. SAARC Disaster Management Center was set up at dash. SAARC Disaster Management Center was set up at dash. Answer is New Delhi. New Delhi. Question number 4. Our tradition and national ethos is to practice dash. Our tradition and national ethos is to practice dash. Answer is disarmament. Disarmament. Question number 5. DAS is an economic and geopolitical organization of 8 members. DAS is an economic and geopolitical organization of 8 countries. Answer is SAARC, South Asian Association Regional Cooperation. Answer is SAARC. Okay, children, I hope you are all get correct answer, isn't it? Okay, well done. Okay, children, now we are discussing today's topic. Contemporary context, change and continuity in India's foreign policy. Right. First, I explain periodistic and integrated neighborhood first policy. India shares varying relationships with its neighbors and dominant powers, especially with the diverse culture, strategic geographical location, and the unique economic position in the world. There are also the factors it takes into consideration for its foreign policy. The foreign policy of India has stuck to some of its basic principles and has adopted newer dimension to adapt to the changing world. India's foreign policy has always regarded the concept of neighborhood as one of the winding concentric circles around the central axis of historical and cultural commonalities. India gives political and diplomatic priority to her immediate neighbors and the Indian Ocean island states such as Maldives. The centrality of neighbors in India's foreign policy stems from the clear understanding that a peaceful periphery is essential for India to achieve her multifarious developmental goals. India provides neighbors with support as needed in the form of resources, equipment, and training. Greater connectivity and integration is provided so as to improve a free flow of goods, people, energy, capital, and information. A second major objective of India's foreign relations has been to leverage international partnership to advance India's domestic development. Now, we saw bridging diplomacy and development. The bridging diplomacy and development, one of the major objectives of India's foreign policy, has been to leverage international partnership for India's domestic development. It includes improving technology access, sourcing capital, gaining market access, and securing natural resources. What is concept of diplomacy? Diplomacy established method of influencing the decisions and behavior of foreign government and people through dialogue, negotiation, and other measures short of war or violence. Historically, diplomacy means the conduct of official relations between sovereign states. Why is diplomacy important in foreign policy? The act of conducting negotiation between two persons or two nations at a large scope is essential to the upkeep of international affairs. Among the many functions of diplomacy, some include preventing war and violence and fortifying relation between two nations. Next, why is diplomacy important in 21st century? Diplomacy facilitates communication between the political leaders of states and other entities in the world politics. Without communication, this would not be any international system, as there will not be any interaction among states. Children, next we are discussing a gradual transition from Look East to Act East policy. What do you mean by Look East policy? India's Look East policy is an effort being made by the Indian government to cultivate the strengthened economic and strategic relations with the nations of Southeast Asia in order to solidify standing as a regional power. When did Look East policy start? When did Look East policy start? The Look East policy has emerged as an important foreign policy initiative of India in the post-Cold War period. It was launched in 1991. When was Look East policy launched? Answer is 1991. It was launched in 1991 by the Narasimha Rao government with the aim of developing political contacts, increasing economic integration, and forging security cooperation with countries of Southeast Asia. Right. What is the difference between Look East and Act East policy? What is the difference between Look East and Act East policy? The focus of the Look East policy was to increase economic integration with the Southeast Asian countries, and the area was just confined to Southeast Asia only. On the other hand, the focus of the Act East policy is economic and security integration, and focused area increased to Southeast Asia plus East Asia. Right. What is mean by Act East policy? What is mean by Act East policy? India's Act East policy is a diplomatic initiative to promote economic strategy and cultural relations with the vast Africa Pacific region at different levels. The country's eastward drive since 1992 has underscored the importance of this region in its contemporary international relations. Okay, next, what is the objects of Act East policy? What is the objects of Act East policy? Promote economic, cooperate, cultural ties, and develop strategic relationship with the countries in Asia Pacific region. though continuous engagement of regional, bilateral, and multilateral levels. A gradual transition from look-east to act-east policy. Southeast Asia begins with Northeast India. Myanmar is our land bridge to the countries of the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations. The purpose is to ensure a stable and multipolar balance of power in the Indo-Pacific and to become an integral part of Asia. This policy emphasizes a more productive role of Asian and East Asian countries. The three big elements of our Eastern policy are stronger emphasis on physical connectivity, commercial and security related. Children, next, India's economic development. Economic development in India followed socialist inspired politicians for most of its independent history, including state ownership of many sectors. The economic growth has been driven by the expansion of services that have been growing consistently faster than other sectors. Currently, India's political moves are being influenced by economic imperatives. Many nations are moving to forge better relationship with India. Accelerated, balanced and inclusive economic development is India's primary goal. India achieves this by ensuring peace and security and by leveraging the nation's international partnership to obtain all that is needed to fuel economic development, markets, investment, technology, linkage, mobility of personnel, fair global governance and a stable and fair environment conducive for growth. Next, we saw India as a leading power. India as a leading power. The emerging concept of India as a first responder reflects the country's growing capability and increasing willingness to assume the role of a leading power. They also reflect India's expanding sphere of influence and capacity to shape events abroad. India is a member of the G20, the East Asia Summit and the BRICS coalition, a testament to its status as a large country with fast growing economy. India aspires for permanent membership on the UN Security Council, and India now has an increasing range of interests which are anchored in different parts of the world and stem from a wide range of factors such as the need to secure energy, vital natural resources, the imperative of maintaining open shipping lanes, seeking investments and trade opportunities overseas and need to secure trade access. Today, India has formal diplomatic relations with most of the nations, besides being the world's second most populous country. Which is the first most populous country? Do you know the answer? China. The second most populous country in the world, India, largest democracy and one of the fastest growing country. Though India is not in any major military alliances, our relations with the major powers have acquired a strategic depth. Our common fight against terrorism is a particular element of strength. Which is a particular element of the strength in India? Terrorism. India has sought to achieve its security and socio-economic advancement while at the same time working for peace, freedom, progress and justice to all nations and peoples. Thus, India adheres to the foreign policy principle that in international relations there is no permanent friend and no permanent foe, Only the interests are permanent. New challenges forced India to adjust to new realities. Even then, basic framework of its foreign policy remained more or less the same. Now, children, the lesson is over. Now, all are take your social book, turn to page number 136. Now, we are learn objective type 1 mark questions. Right. First one, choose the correct answer. The question number 1, which minister plays a vital role in molding foreign policy of our country? Option A, Defense Minister. Option B, Prime Minister. Option C, External Affairs Minister. Option D, Home Minister. The right answer is External Affairs Minister. Option C, External Affairs Minister. Question number 2, the Panchashil Treaty has been signed between option A, India and Nepal. Option B, India and Pakistan. Option C, India and China. Option D, India and Sri Lanka. So right answer is option C, India and China. Question number 3, which article of Indian Constitution directs to adopt foreign policy? Option A, Article 50. Option B, Article 51. Option C, Article 52. Option D, Article 53. So right answer is Article 51. Question number 4, Apathed is option A, an international association. Option B, energy diplomacy. Option C, a policy of racial discrimination. Option D, none of this. So right answer is option C, a policy of racial discrimination. Question number 5, the agreement signed by India and China in 1954 related to option A, trade and commerce. Option B, restoration of normal relations. Option C, cultural exchange programs. Option D, the 5 principles of coexistence. The right answer is the 5 principles of coexistence. Option D, 5 principles of coexistence. Question number 6, which is not related to our foreign policy? Option A, world cooperation. Option B, world peace. Option C, racial equality. Option D, colonialism. The right answer is option D, colonialism. Question number 7, which of the following country is not the founder member of NAM? Which of the following country is not the founder member of NAM? Option A, Yugoslavia. Option B, Indonesia. Option C, Egypt. Option D, Pakistan. The right answer is option D, Pakistan. Question number 8, find the odd one. Option A, social welfare. Option B, healthcare. Option C, diplomacy. Option D, domestic affairs. The right answer is option C, diplomacy. Non-alliance means. Non-alliance means. Question number 9, non-alliance means A, option A, being neutral. Option B, freedom to decide on issues independently. Option C, demilitarization. Option D, none of the above. The right answer is option D, none of the above. Question number 10, non-military issues are option A, energy security. Option B, water security. Option C, pandemics. Option D, all the above. The right answer is option D, all the above. Okay children, next Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. Question number 1, India conducted its first nuclear test at DAS. India conducted its first nuclear test at Pokhran. Pokhran. Question number 2, at present our foreign policy act as a means to generate DAS for domestic growth and development. At present our foreign policy act as means to generate DAS for domestic growth and development. The answer is inward investment, business and technology. Inward investment, business and technology. Question number 3, DAS is the instrument for implementing foreign policy of a state. DAS is the instrument for implementing foreign policy of a state. The answer is diplomacy. Diplomacy. Question number 4, DAS was India's policy in the face of the bipolar order of the Cold War. That was India's policy in the face of the bipolar order of the Cold War. The right answer is non-alignment. Non-alignment. Question number 5. Our trading and national ethos is to practice dash. Our trading and national ethos is to practice dash. The right answer is disarmament. Disarmament. Next, third Roman letter. Consider the following statement and tick the appropriate answers. First one. Arrange the following in the correct chronological order. Choose the correct answer from the code given below. Right. First one, Panchasheel. Second, nuclear test at Pokhran. Third, 20-year treaty. Then fourth, first nuclear test. Arrange the order. The first one, Panchasheel. Second, 20-year plan. Third, first nuclear test. Then fourth one, nuclear test at Pokhran. So, chronological order, arrange the statement. Answer is first one, A. 1, 3, 4, 2. Answer is A. Second question. Which of the following is not about now? Which of the following is not about now? Right. First one. The term non-alignment was coined by V. Krishna Menon. Yes, is correct. Second one. It aimed to maintain national independence in foreign affairs by joining any military alliance. It's not correct. Then third one. At present, it has 120 members countries. Correct. Then fourth one. It is transformed to an economical movement. It's also correct. So answer is option C. Second only not correct. Answer option C. Second only not correct. Then question number 3. Write true or false against each of the statement. Option A. During Cold War, India tried to form a third bloc of nations in the international affairs. During Cold War, India tried to form a third bloc of nations in the international affairs. It's true. Second one. The Ministry of Home Affairs is responsible for the conduct of the country's foreign relations. The Ministry of Home Affairs is responsible for the conduct of the country's foreign relations. False. Then third one. The nuclear test at Pokhran was done under subterranean nuclear explosion project. The nuclear test at Pokhran was done under subterranean nuclear explosions project. Is true. So A true, B false, C true. Next question number 4. Assertion. Assertion. India was aligned with the Soviet Union by the Indo-Soviet Treaty on 1971. India aligned with Soviet Union by the Indo-Soviet Treaty on 1971. Reason. This began with disastrous Indochina War of 1962. Option A. A is correct and R explains A. Option B. A is correct and R does not explain A. Option C. A is correct and R is wrong. Option D. Both A and R are wrong. The correct answer is C. A is correct, R is wrong. Option C is correct. Okay. Next question number 5. Assertion. India has formal diplomatic relations with most of the nations. India has formal diplomatic relations with most of the nations. Reason. India is the world's second most populous country. Option A. A is correct and R explains A. Option B. A is correct, R does not explain A. C. A is wrong and R is correct. Then D. Both are wrong. Correct answer option B. A is correct, R does not explain A. Yes, India is a formal diplomatic relations with most of the nation is correct, but reason is not correct. India is a world's second most populous country. It's not correct. Okay. So answer is B. A is correct and R does not explains A. Question number 6. Avoidance of military blocs was necessity for India after political freedom because India had to redeem from option A. Acute poverty, option B. Illiteracy, option C. Chaotic socio-economic conditions, option D. All the above. The right answer is D. All the above. The right answer is D. All the above. Next, fourth Roman letter, match the following. Question number 1, Indian Ocean Island. Indian Ocean Island. Answer is Maldives. Maldives. Question number 2, land bridge to Asia. Land bridge to Asia. Myanmar. Second one answer is Myanmar. Third question, Panchasheel. Answer is 1954. Panchasheel, 1954. Question number 4, Afro-Asian Conference. Afro-Asian Conference. Answer is 1955. 1955. Question number 5, World Peace. World Peace. Answer is foreign policy. Foreign policy. Okay, now we are going to end of the session. Dear children, I hope you are all understanding this topic and also the objective 1 mark question answers, isn't it? Right. One more information. Already I told you, handwriting practice is very, very important. So whenever you revise the portions, you must write at least 2 times. Don't forget it. Okay. Thank you children. See you next class.